Hey, welcome back to another video, guys. I know it's been a while since I did the whole voiceover thing, but I felt like today was the day since I have a lot to talk about. For starters, let's see. So, there's a pretty cool shift going on in the world right now. It seems like a lot of people are chasing after their dreams more than going a traditional route. That or it may just be what I'm seeing because that's what I've done for myself. I don't know. A lot of us are kind of stepping into this door by ourselves. We don't know what's really going on. Some of us, this could be getting into entertainment. I know a lot of people are getting into foreign exchange at the moment. What else? There's plenty of things. A lot of people are just, like trying to get themselves out there with. To be honest with you, I 1000% salute you. I think you are a courageous and a daring individual. I'm actually having some trouble here keeping up with my own stuff just because of the lack of, I guess, real support. But the most I could say here is, of course, just keep going, because even though some people may not want to support you or they may not want to notice you, act like they notice you, etc., etc. I mean, like it's all your work at the end of the day. It's all about how you feel about it. I mean, the more you fall in love with your work, the more other people start to notice it. I've noticed as well. So, with that being said, right, I had to kind of pull myself out of this weird place I set myself in. I wanted to become this people pleaser, I guess, where I just do things that make everyone else happy. But I never really thought about where this would support me along the line, so I kind of had to reevaluate a lot of things I was doing, I was posting on YouTube all the time, right? But the more I post, the more I realize a lot of people who say they're supporting and they say they're, oh, when are you dropping another video? They're not really there to watch the videos, and they don't really, I don't know, they don't really care, I guess. I'm not sure. Everyone's busy, right? But I just notice, me personally, I don't usually receive the support that I've been verbally hearing, we'll say, right? But like I said, when you're first starting something like your dreams or entrepreneurship, anything of that sort, where it's just you're in here independently and by yourself, you kind of have to go through this period anyway, just to see who, you're going to actually bring with you or who you're going to take with you to that position. But back to it again, like I was saying, I 1000% salute you if this is the decision you've made for your life. I also feel like you, of course, are a very courageous individual. I think you should keep going. And I think you shouldn't let what other people think or say about you or who has to say what about your situation. I don't think it should stop you. I think if you've made this decision to put yourself in position, put yourself out there, I think you should, fully commit to that. Just because, who knows, today it could be no support, and tomorrow it could be the best day of your life. Like, everything could change. So you never want to doubt yourself, like, ever. Just always make sure through this journey you always have the best interest for yourself. And, of course, think of others too, like family. That's number one. A lot of people say, like, oh, even if family doesn't treat you right, yeah, no one really treats you right unless you establish that boundary yourself. But if they are treating you wrong, and you have established boundaries, that's even more of a reason. But family is family. You're only born with one unless you marry in, but that also takes time. So just, make sure you do something for the family sometimes at the end of the day. You never know who may be wanting to support you, but just doesn't know what type of person you are. It's a lot of things. Let's see. For my internet influencers, so those who want to build a fan base on YouTube or any other streaming platforms. I honestly I've been loving with what I've been seeing so far on my timeline. I think it would be great to work with some of these people. I've been trying, but like I said, I just haven't been in the correct headspace to really do this. This actually is probably like one of the, I'll say, first videos for a while, and maybe the last video for a minute. We'll probably stop posting for like another week or two, just so I can get this writer's block or whatever this is off my head. That way I can come back and bring some more good videos. But past that, another thing I wanted to talk about here is intentions, right? So yes, it's good to do certain things like believe in yourself with, you know, being an influencer, etc., etc. But always make sure you have good intentions. Like for me, my intentions of doing everything I was doing is because I honestly just want to build a better life for my family, which I know is like a generic response, but I just have noticed certain things in this pandemic, we'll say, that have just caused certain shifts and breaks between relationships. I feel like if I'm able to use my platform and help other people, maybe I'll be able to handle some of my own situations. I don't know if anyone's ever had something like that where if you put something down and go handle something else, come back to it later, it's way easier. That's usually a lot for me, I'd say. But again, intentions are always good, so make sure you have the best intentions. If you go outside today and you pick up trash, don't pick up trash because you feel like it's going to be something good coming to you, like after you pick it up. Like go outside and just, like, you know, like pick up trash or something because you want to, or go outside and give charity or something because you want to. Don't be that guy who's always like expecting something in return. Sometimes even when you are expecting stuff, people like they'll give you bare minimum. Like don't ever put yourself in position to trust others if you know you can, you know, I don't know. I guess just don't have bad intentions is what I'm really trying to say. Anything can change, especially a situation. Let's that's a good shot. I don't quite frankly remember all these clips, but of course, like I said in the first video, this is pre-recorded until I get a better setup. Let's see, so back to the topics, of course. So good intentions are always good, and always make sure that you stay courageous. What else would you need? You need to also have, some people would say, a good support system behind you, but I think instead of having a good support system, you may need to have a bit more trust in yourself and your ability to handle anything that comes your way. Sometimes people will tell us we can't really handle certain things or like a certain loss. I wouldn't personally listen to those people if they haven't actually gone through what you're going through, especially if it's something you feel like is going to work. If you want something to work and you know you've had your trust in it for a while, go for it. Like, if you think, let's see, if you think this job opportunity that you want is going to fund you well for something you're working on in the future, take that job opportunity. If you feel like you've been working too much, take a day off. If you feel like you've been anything during this pandemic, anything too much or anything too little, just try and step out of that comfort zone and see what life is really about, I guess I'm trying to say. For me, during the pandemic, stepping out of my comfort zone was going through a series of, I'll say, losses when I had it all. I was really in a position to do everything I wanted to do, But of course my brain gets like really weird whenever things like that happen. So I kind of fell through with whatever it was. What it's taught me, I'm actually very much more grateful for. To be honest, I probably would do it all over again. It's a whole lot better for my head, honestly. But be careful with things like that. For me, I guess it's just easier because of the faith I have and just how I go about things. But I don't know if it would work the same for you. If I were to give advice or an example, I would say just go through something, see who leaves or see who's still with you once you go through this. Depending on what happens, of course, it's just what your next decision should be. I think this year will be a good year for growth and improvement. So me, myself, I've been working on removing myself, working on just, I guess, putting myself where I feel like I need to be. A lot of people are going to come at you in this life and this journey with you trying to do things that you want to do. They're going to try and throw you off. They're going to try and say things that belittle you. They're going to try and make sure that you think on the same frequency as them. But if you believe in yourself and you know you can make something work, I feel like that is more valid than anyone's doubts for you.